Here's the synopsis for my screenplay called Just Like You. Class essayist Wanda Long shocks her middle school commencement ceremony elders with an impromptu scolding of adult social constructs about patriotism, commercialism, parochial school rigidities, and mental health oversight. She rallies students into a frenetic protest. In doing so, Wanda positions herself as a budding social gadfly to the consternation of her parents. 10 years of family and peer frictions exhaust Wanda, who dials 911 following a suicide attempt. She's rushed to a hospitable hospital in Los Angeles and placed under the care and control of fabled chief of psychiatry, Dr. Albert Stoddard. Stoddard signs papers to place Wanda on an involuntary hold for 3, then 14 more days for evaluation and therapy. A nameless noisemaker becomes an oracle to the plot, imploring patients to refuse drug therapy. He poses as a patient, but was once a practicing psychiatrist. Wanda sullies the doctor's Ivy League pedigree and resume. Stoddard, unflappable, administers a cursory diagnosis for Wanda to authorize a specified treatment plan. Wanda's jaded, surly effrontery towards psychiatry as profession secures a personal animosity towards Stoddard's snooty composure. Her reservations have been culled through previous hospitalizations. Voluntary patient Dan finds Wanda's genuine soft spot of humor, and a cynical camaraderie joins them as friends. Wanda maintains cold reciprocity towards staff and other patients. One, a 70-year-old black Catholic roommate named Champagne, proselytizes faith-based mental health anecdotes to Wanda's flippancy. Another Christian, Dawn, an irritable anti-Semitic, mashes with Wanda, who tolerates this foible to maintain a practical peace. Psychiatrists engage sardonic bartering behind closed doors when selecting and assigning patients. They trade and negotiate new cases with and without insurance policies like baseball cards. They too develop a jaded privacy. Stoddard surprises Wanda by taking her side against both parents during a visitation. Stoddard's olive branches to exploit Wanda's trust. Stoddard cajoles Wanda to try a special medicine for her unique frame of reference. The drug, administered without witnesses, assaults Wanda's consciousness into a deep, lustful slumber. The illicit substance is a time-released aphrodisiac designed to control Wanda's ongoing behavior. Wanda discovers Stoddard's betrayal upon insisting that he explain the drug administered. He what drugs her, insisting that meds are doled out under stringent guidelines at the nurse's station. She pleads Stoddard's lie to Dan, who patronizes this as post-traumatic stress disorder. Existential psychologist Ms. Marvell dismisses clinical nomenclature, favoring group therapy for members to self-name as candy bars. She seeks to humanize patients apart illness jargon. Wanda warms to Marvell, at ideological odds with the icy Stoddard. The nameless noisemaker reveals as Ken, a mole patient and Ms. Marvell's real husband. Ken convinces those available to forego drugs in favor of talk therapies. Wanda confides Stoddard's malpractice to both Marvells, who advise her limited rights during the 52-50 hold. Wanda refuses meds. Stoddard's not fazed, invested only in his fiscal plot. Wanda makes up with Champagne and also becomes close with new roommate Dawn. Under chronic sway of the rogue pill, Wanda has a tryst with Dan, who grills her past exploits like a voyeur. Wanda, unaware, is but one cog in Stoddard's plot. Wanda finds an errant and ward-forbidden sharp object, namely a pencil, to notate Stoddard's abuse of power. Dawn finds Wanda's pencil and uses it to cut her throat, committing suicide. Wanda lies to staff and police as ignorant of the pencil. She flushes notes written with it. Dan warns Wanda that perjury could render her culpable in Dawn's death. Wanda remembers telling Dan of Ken's secret mole status at Hospitable Hospital. When Ms. Marvell is fired and Ken discharged, Wanda snoops into Dan's room only to discover that he too is a ward mole, though working in cahoots with Stoddard in the covert drug ring. Unbeknown, a hospitable psych ward has been hijacked as a guinea pig farm system for a date rape aphrodisiac sold to the black market. Stoddard restrains Wanda to drug stupefy her recall of the covert connection. Wanda fakes zombie-like and is released from her 5250 California hold. She hails a taxicab to the LAPD. Stoddard is arrested, tried, imprisoned, and Wanda goes on Ms. Marvell's radio station to plug her New York Times best-selling psych ward saga, If the Mind Fits, Shrink It. Okay. And just like you, the log line is, one earthy upstart spurns mental illness branding while her body is usurped by a covert drug ring whose architect doubles as LA's fabled chief of psychiatry. Just like you taglines. If the mind fits, shrink it. 2. A nuanced rape. 3. Think mental hospitals promote R&R? Hope you enjoy my screenplay when it's finally made. Thank you, and I'll talk to friends about it later. Bye.